Hi everybody, Judy Tuttle here with Tuttle Up Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midland, Texas. I'm so glad to be with you here today. Thanks for joining me. We are going to be doing an adorable Darling Dinos 3D box today. I think you're going to really like it. Super easy to put together and it's a bigger size box, so lots of things will fit inside of it and be great for Valentine's or a birthday or any kind of little gift giving that you want to give to the dinosaur lovers in your life. This is a time I'm not usually here. I had some meetings this morning, which threw me behind a little bit. So I hope you find me. And if you don't find me when I'm live, I hope that you will watch the replay and let me know when you do that. Even when you watch the replay, your comments, your likes, your loves, all help my business in immeasurably ways. Immeasurably ways? Great ways, lots of ways. So, anyway, when you jump on, let me know you're here. And this week's online card class to go, you can shop in my TuttleUpShop.com. Use the host code right over here. And that'll let me know that you want this week's online card class to go with the Darling Dinos. A $45 order will get you a class kit. A $60 order or more will get you a celebration item, a free embellishment pack from me, and the kit. So the more you shop, the more you get, right? So thanks for joining me. I'm going to go through. Hi, Kathy. I heard you guys had a snow day today. It is, and maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Are you still getting snow, or has it stopped yet? My son in Iowa, he's in Iowa City, said it's supposed to snow all day there today, and he already had like 4 to 6 inches on the ground. So, thanks for joining me, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. All right, so a few quick things. One of the things I'm going to skip until I'm on my hands because I want you to see some things. First thing, they've added some new celebration things to the celebration offerings. These are things that you can get for free with a $60 order. I just had a customer today say, I need that bee punch. And I'm like, well, get it for free. You can get it with your order for free. So there's some great things there to think about ordering so that you can get things for free, right? So let me take that away. The next thing I want to talk about real quick, Memorable Blooms class is only $20, you guys, plus $6 if you're having it shipped to your door. You will need the bundle to complete the cards, which you can order from me at a discount when you sign up for the class. Actually, that is true. But if you place an order for the bundle, you don't have to pay for the class. I refund your $20 class fee. Okay, so think about joining this class. It's going to be a more simpler class. Sometimes even the avid stamper just wants a class that hit the easy button, right? But if you're a new stamper, new to me with stamping, you can come to this class in person if you live in Midland, or I'll ship it to go to you in the mail with all the instructions. It's going to be a super easy class to put together. 4 cards, $20. If you're taking it to go, it's extra $6 for shipping. You do need this bundle, Memorable Blooms, in order to create the cards, okay? So just something you should know. All right, let me get rid of that right there. Okay, I'm going to go to my hands over here because what I want to talk to you about is the Link Together February Craft Along. Today is the last day to sign up and register so that you can get your kit in the mail before February 20, I always have to remind me, 24th. I can't see it with my banners. At the 24th at noon is when I'll be doing this class on Facebook. You can get your kit with everything you need to make the cards and craft along with me. I have to cut hi Becky, I just got your text. I hope you got my response to you. Anyway, you can get this kit in the mail, and then you can craft along with me on February 24th. You will make 6 cards, 2 each of 3 designs, and a 3D project. I want to just give you, if you don't mind, a little sneak peek at some of the projects, because sometimes you see these things in the catalog and it's hard to visualize, right? So what I will include with the Craft On kit is a blending brush, because there are some mats that we will be using on our card. So I'm going to give you a blending brush. I'm going to give you an uninked white stamp pad with the white craft ink re-inker. Okay, that comes with your Craft Along kit. You will get a whole package of these antique pearls. They're so pretty. I just love those. And you will get a full sheet of our adhesive sticker sheets, because you'll need those for some of the die cuts. Hi, Chelsea. Thanks for joining. I'm talking about the Craft Along for this month. All right, so I'm going to show you the Linked Together bundle. First of all, beautiful fonts, right? How pretty are all of these fonts? Comes with these masks as well, and the masks are used, I'll show you on a card that I'm getting ready to show you here in just a second, but create some awesome mask designs. We're going to show you how to do that. That's why we've given you the white ink pad and re-inker and a brush, is so that you can do that technique with us online. That's a super fun thing about this bundle. You get these dies, which all coordinate with the stamp set that we will be using as well. Okay, so there you go. And I'm going to just give you a quick sneak peek of 2 of the 3 cards you will be making during the Craft Along. This is one of them. This one I cased from the catalog, actually, except I just used some different colors, and you can see this design on the background is all made with those masks, okay? So, beautiful card, right? And then in the inside, so happy for you. We use those masks to do a little detail across the bottom. I think that's super fun. So that is one of the cards. And then this other card here is an easel card. Stands up like that. Thank you, Becky. I really love this one. It uses that Thoughtful Wishes landscape paper in the background, and I think this is super fun as well, and even has a little space in here where you can write a note. I love these cards, you know, that can sit up on someone's desk and they can be thinking about them. So this is 2 of the 3 cards you'll be making. We'll send you everything to do 2 of these. And then we'll also have another card and another 3D project for you as well. Okay? All right. Hope you'll think about signing up for the Craft Along. The whole kit comes in the mail next week. And then if you want to add on the bundle where you get the stamp set, the masks, and the dies, there is a link for that in the registration, where you can get it at a discounted price. So when you buy your bundles for classes from me, I do not charge you shipping and tax. So it's always a better deal to order it from me for the class, okay? Unless you're a demonstrator. If you're a demonstrator, it's better for you to order for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to go back and show you again the cards we've already made this week using the Darling Dinos Bundle. This one says Roar on the front. There's a lot of detail to this card. Lots of die cuts, some blending, some blends on the dinosaur, and some embossing, some designer series paper there. And then on the inside it says, means happy birthday dinosaur. So that is super cute. This was another card we made on Monday. Roar means you're the best in dinosaur. I love that. I love the embossing on this and those plaid papers in the background. And of course, some little spots here in the corner for the inside. So that was card number 2. This was card number 3 from Monday. It has all 3 of the dinosaurs on the front there. It says, hope your birthday's dynamite. I love the little balloons. And then we just put some balloons on the inside as well. So those were the 3 cards on Monday. Yesterday, we made this really cute floating tent fold card. I went in all the details of how you make this card. Super cute. And the front, it says, Roar means I love you and dinosaur. So cute. I think I have a little boy in my life that's going to have this sitting on his table, right? So I hope you guys love that card as well. So if you get my online card class to go, you will get a kit to make all 4 of these cards, including the fun fold, and our 3D project for today. So I'm excited. Drum roll, please. Do I hear drum rolls out there for me? So thanks, Jan. I love them too. Okay. So here's our cute little box for today. It says, you're terrific. I specifically made this so it could go boy or girl, right? This, you're terrific, could be for any occasion, right? Maybe they just did something good at school. Maybe you just want them to know how much you love them, right? So super cute little gift box. We're going to put some treats inside, and I want to show you how to make this and put this all together. Okay, so here we go. Are you guys ready? I am starting with a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock. It is cut 7.5 by 10, and then I scored the long side, which is this side, at 3 1/4, 4 3/4, 8 and 9.5. Okay, I'll say that again. 3 1/4, 4 3/4, 8 and 9.5. Then on the short side, I scored it at 1.5 and at 6.5. So I've already done all that scoring on my paper. Okay. So there are the measurements in case you want to take a quick screenshot of that, but I'm not going to keep them on there for very long. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to burnish all of these edges. So all of these score lines, that's the one that has that little 1/2 inch ledge there. This is a box that closes in on itself. It has a little lip. That's what that's going to be right there. I'm going to use my bone folder and get all of these edges folded to the inside here, and then these are going to go inside as well, this way and this way. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to show you how to cut this box apart. So this is that little 1/2 inch lip right there. Okay, so let me move this over here. That way I can see your comments a little bit better. Hello, Laura Kemp. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so this little 1/2 inch ledge right here, we're going to cut out that little rectangle. Like that. And a little rectangle here on this side. Do you guys love making boxes? I love making boxes. Someone said to me, you do a 3D project every week? And I'm like, yes, I love to do 3D projects. So I do them every week, okay? And then this remaining little 1/2 inch ledge right here, thank you so much, Chels. You are going to just cut a little bit off and angle that tip a little bit like that, okay? Now, on all these side panels, we are going to cut just up to that side score line. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Okay, then these 2 tabs here that are at the top closest to our 1/2 inch tab, we're going to cut them down to about 1/2 inch as well. So just cut those down right like that. and right like that. And then I'm going to inch off some little corners on these as well. That's the lip that's going to go in and hold the box shut at the top. Okay, right like that. Let me get a little more off this corner right here. There we go. Okay, so far it looks like this. The only other thing we are going to do is, let me get those pieces out of the way. This tab right here, we're going to shore a little bit off of each side so that it'll all fit together a little nicer. And do the same thing. Oh, good, Jan. You should try this one. This one's fun. And not so hard. And same on this side right here. Okay, so when you're done, your cutting should look like this. Okay, now all I'm gonna do is fold these tabs in right here, these side tabs, the ones that are in the middle, and I'm gonna add some Seal Plus. You could also use tear and tape. You could also use liquid glue, but you want something stronger than just Seal, okay? Because 3D projects take a little extra adhesive to hold them together. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this edge up and press those in. Right like that. So that's what it looks like so far. Okay. Then I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to glue it to the sides right there. And then that is our box. You guys, that's all we need to do. So how hard was that? Not so hard, right? Okay, so now I'm going to lift this up, make sure everything's at nice right angles, and press it together. Might want to get a bone folder, and like the one I just had in my hand, here it is, and just really press on the sides of that really well so everything gets adhered pretty easily, right like that. Okay, now I have two pieces of my designer series paper. They are both cut 3 by 4 1/4. So the nice thing about that is you can get a front and a back out of one sheet of 6 by 6 DSP. So these are cut 3 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to adhere these to my box front and back. So this is going to be the front. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the back. You don't have to do the back. I just think it gives it a really nice finished look, right? There we go. Again, I'm going to grab my bone folder, press that in really well, and do the same thing here on the front. All right, there we go. Now, these side tabs will fit right in the sides, and this little lip will go right into the top right there, and you've got a nice box, right? Okay, so there we go. I'm going to set that aside for just a second. Or not. I'm going to grab my ribbon, and my ribbon is this basic beige, okay, let me see the exact name. Basic beige bordered ribbon. Basic beige bordered ribbon. Pretty sure this is in the annual catalog. And this is going to get wrapped around this. And what I'm going to do on the front side where that lip goes in is I am going to take a piece of tear and tape and just adhere it right to the front of the box in the center, just to kind of hold it in place while we're putting the design on the front. It's not going to show because our label is going to cover it. Okay, so that's just going to kind of hold that in place. Now, what I decided, I had ordered some really cute dinosaur gummies from Amazon, but they sent me a message saying they weren't going to be in for another week. So I ended up just canceling the order. They would have been super cute in this box, though, wouldn't they? But instead, I have a bunch of white chocolate covered pretzels. Okay, and then I found these cute little treat bags. You guys know you can find these at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I found these at our local grocery store, so not hard to find. Gusseted bags. We used to sell these. We don't sell them anymore, so it's just going to have to be okay. But this is going to be nice because I'm just going to fill this with these pretzels like that. And then I'm going to roll this edge over. Let me get a little more of the air out of there. Okay. I'll roll these edges over. Got too much air in it here. Let me do it this way. There we go. And I'm just going to grab my old Stampin' Up! Stapler. I wish we still had these because I use mine all the time. Maybe everybody bought one and they were like, we're not selling those anymore, so we need to get rid of them. Okay, and then this is going to go inside my box right here. I think it's just going to slip in perfectly. Look at that. So cute, right? Okay, so now I'm going to use my ribbon here to tie this so it's all shut nice and even. I'm going to tie it in a bow right here at the top. There we go. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to decorate the front of my box here. So adorable, isn't it? I know. I love them too. Okay. So here's what we're going to do on the front of our box. I'm starting with a piece of cardstock that is basic white. I'm going to pull my pieces over here. Basic white. This is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then I have a piece of basic beige cardstock that is 1 1/2 by 4 1/2. 1 1/2 by 4 1/2. Okay, what I'm going to do is similar to what we did on our card earlier this week, and I'm just going to cut a hill onto this. Okay, I'm going to grab my scissors and rough up my edges. It doesn't look so flat. It gives it a little texture to our hill. Okay. And then this, I'm going to adhere to the bottom of this white paper right here. Right like that. And then I'm going to grab my Nested Essentials long hexagonal die here, okay? And this one is 4 1/2 by 2 1/2 at its widest places, and this is going to go on here, and I'm just going to shore it down a little bit, and that's going to create a hill inside that label. Okay, so I'm going to hold this, secure that with a piece of Post-it note tape, and go off the camera here to my awesome Stampin' Up! Die cutting machine. Did you know if you join right now? Well, I'm not going to say that because I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure you could get the mini die cutting machine for sure. I feel like this went up in price when our prices just increased. So maybe you wouldn't be able to get that. But regardless, joining Stampin' Up! Is always your best bet, right? So this, you guys, look, I just cut that, and now that hill is built right into that label right there. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is that I have cut 3 bushes. Probably only need 2, but I might use all 3 this time. Of the bushes from the dies in this set in Mossy Meadow. And I'm going to grab my stamp that looks like it's got kind of grass or something on it, but I'm going to use it as some texture on these bushes. There we go, right like that. Now these bushes are going to get tucked under our little hill right here. And right like there, there's one. There's 2. And here's 3 right there. Oh, I'm just going to keep that just the way it is. I think it's going to be fine. I was going to add a little more adhesive right there on the edge of that hill, but I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is, not mess with it. Okay, then I have a piece of pecan pie, and I'm going to stamp my stones 2 times in pecan pie ink, which I think I put away because I forgot I was using it. Here we go. Good things I have all those ink pads right behind me, right? So I'm going to stamp 2 pebbles here this time instead of coloring them. Then on a piece of basic white, I have right here, I am going to stamp my T-Rex and my sentiment in Memento black ink. So did I sway anybody to buy this set this week? Were you like, oh, I don't need that dinosaur set? And then you go, well, maybe I do. That is always my goal. I want you to love what I do enough that you want to purchase it for yourself. I'd love for you to purchase it from me, but if you're a demonstrator, you definitely should purchase it from yourself. But either way, to get this class to go, you have to make a purchase with me. So I'm stamping your Terrific in Mossy Meadow on that same piece of basic white there. So were any of you like, oh, I don't need that? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, maybe I do need that. That's what I hope for. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this one down a little bit. I'm going to color my T-Rex, and then I can run all of these through the die cutting machine at one time. Yay, Becky! I'm glad you loved it. Okay, so I only needed 2 sets of blends for this dino. Wild Wheat and Calypso Coral are what we're using. And you guys know that I have a mushy Calypso Coral. I just ordered me a new one yesterday. So I'm going to have to use this fine tip end. And it works fine. It just is a little more work to get it all colored in. So I'm coloring the whole dino in light Calypso Coral. Go around his tummy. I'm avoiding that. I'm avoiding his toenails. There we go, right like that. And I'm coloring this all in. Again, normally I would use that brush side, but my brush side is mushy, so I'll have to wait till my new ones come in, and then I can toss this one away. Okay, there we go. Then his little spots here are going to be dark Calypso Coral. And on mine that I have on my box, I use Calypso Coral for the tummy, but I think I want to use light wild wheat here. And then I'm going to use dark wild wheat. Yay! Mission accomplished, right, Jan? Well, that's why we watch demonstrators' videos, right? It inspires us and helps us see things that we normally wouldn't see ourselves. So I'm using dark wild wheat on his nails here and his little scales on the back. I'm not even sure that's what it's called, scales, but we're going to go with it. All right, so we're going to do some die cutting now. I'm going to go over here to my machine, and I'm going to grab my T-Rex die right here. And there we go. My stones. Now I'm going to pull this over here onto my die cutting machine and die cut those out. And then I'm just going to cut my sentiment down with my paper cutter, make it a little thinner. So here's my cute little T-Rex. Put that back away. I need to cut one more pebble here. So stones, here's some stones. I need one more set of stones. Now, here's the deal. I put a lot of die cuts on this because I just really like to do that. But if you wanted to simplify this, you wouldn't have to have the stones, right? You could do without them, or you wouldn't have to have the bushes in the background, or even the hilly basic beige hill. I just think every time you add a die cut, it just adds an extra layer of yumminess to your project, right? A little more wow factor to it for sure. Okay, I just realized I'm going to pull out my basic beige here, and I put some little T-Rex footprints coming from this side here. I don't even know if you'll see them very much, but it's just a little added touch, right? Okay, I'm going to grab my stones. I'm putting these on flat. Put one right up here. Put another one up on the hill here with this one. Like that. I'm going to pop my T-Rex up about right here. Super cute, huh? Okay, I'm going to use dimensionals on my T-Rex. Thank you for the sharing. Sonia, it's just told me you shared. Cindy Howard's always awesome about sharing. I love when you share my videos with others. It just helps my page grow, right? Okay, and then this is going to get popped up, right? How cute is that? That is so stinking cute. Okay, so, sorry. to brag about my own project, but I do think he's pretty adorable. Or she, maybe it's a she. She's pinkish. She's coralish, right? So it could be a she for sure. Hi, Roberta. Nice to have you here today. I love when you join us. Okay, so there is my box front. Now you saw that I stamped the You're Terrific here, so I'm going to grab my little paper cutter. Let's see. Here it is. And I'm going to cut this down pretty close to where I stamped it. There's that end. Do the same thing this other way. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe a tiny bit more. Let's see if I can make that happen. Yeah, there we go. And then, let's cut this down at a diagonal. I was going to use the die from the Simply Said dies, I think they're called, and it's a skinny one that looks like this, but it was too short and it wouldn't work for me. So, all right, so You're Terrific is going to go right down here on the bottom of our box, a little overlapping our dinosaur. So I'm going to put a flat adhesive on the side that's overlapping the dinosaur and a dimensional on the other side to keep it all level, right? You're terrific. Let me wrap that Seal Plus down a little bit. There you go. You're terrific. Cute, right? Now the only thing left to do is to scatter on some of our dots. And I'm using the green ones that are on here. Whoops. So I'm putting one right here. Small one up here. Big one right here. Another little one. And then I thought maybe a big one right down here to keep our numbers. Maybe I'll do it on here. Or on here. What do you think? On the label or off to the side here, off the label? What do you think? You guys can help me decide. So that's where they are right now. Or I could even put one over here. Doesn't really matter. You just need odd numbers. What are your thoughts? Or do you even have one? Or are you like, Judy, you're overthinking this. Just put the dot down. I think that sometimes when I'm watching people's videos, I'm like, maybe they should just do it. So, okay, so I haven't heard anything from any of you yet, so I'm just going to put the dot down, and I think I'm going to put it right here. I kind of wish this one had been up a little bit more. Do you think I can move it or down a little bit, up a little more? Okay, there we go. There we go. That's going to be our cute little dinosaur box filled with those white chocolate covered pretzels. And someone's going to love getting this, aren't they? So thanks for joining me today. I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you everything that we did this week and the kit that you can get in the mail. You can get a kit to make these 3 cards, the box, and the cute little floating tent card here. With any order of $45 or more in my online store. But if you spend $60, you get a celebration item and you get the embellishment pack from me for free. Okay, so thanks for joining me. And I won't see you again till Monday. That seems so far away, doesn't it? But I've had a blast doing these dinosaur cards with you this week. think about going to my Tuttle Up shop using this host code right here, and I would be happy to get you a kit in the mail this week. So God bless, and we will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.